podcast. This is Court.
And this is Ashley, and we are coming at you live from Boston on a beautiful Saturday. Sunny Saturday morning.
Oh, thank God. I feel like we have already had so much of a weekend, so it does kind of feel like a Sunday this morning.
It actually does. And I think that's because we worked from home together yesterday.
Yeah. I came over to Ashley's because we originally wanted to record this episode. And then we're like, I'm just not feeling it today. So why don't we just have a little business meeting around lunchtime?
And a business meeting we did.
Yeah, so productive yesterday.
So, one thing about Courtney and I, we work so well together. And that is why we are business partners.
Seriously.
When you put us in the same room with a couple tasks,
it's quite magical.
It is.
But I ended up working here till past 5 p.m. yesterday.
Yep.
And then we had a little throuple night.
We did. And I love our throuple.
I know. It brings us back to old days.
I was just going to say, it really brings me back.
I know. And I feel like you never have those moments with me and Matt.
I don't.
But because of the podcast, I'm always here.
Right.
Well, should we give a catch up?
Yeah, let's give a little catch up.
Today's episode's going to feel more like a chit-chat, girl talk. And I feel like we have a lot to catch you up on. Me specifically, because I feel like I've been keeping a secret from all of you.
She has.
I feel like I haven't been able to catch up. We've been jumping into all the episodes because I'm like, I can't not like accidentally let something slip. But yeah, I started my new job this week.
How has it been? I can't believe you're 1 week in.
I know. So crazy.
It happened so quick.
Guys, it really is feeling like a startup, like in a great way. I feel like I have so much going on. There's so much to learn, and it's exciting. I feel like I haven't been this inquisitive in a while, so it's refreshing.
Yeah, and I feel like it's just the fresh start you needed.
Yeah.
A new month is starting.
And like February is one of my favorite months too.
Why?
A few things.
Because it's the second month of the year.
That's one of the reasons, yep.
You met Matt.
Yep.
It's Valentine's Day.
Yep. And we started the podcast in February.
Oh, my other guess was going to be it's cold here, so you often jet off to Florida.
Honestly, add that to the list too.
Yeah.
But yeah, February is just a month of love, and I do love the way it's a short month too. It's
short.
Like, I don't know, things just go by fast. There's stuff to do, things to celebrate, so much love in the air.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's a very special month because our trip is next week.
Guys. I'm screaming, crying, throwing up.
Same.
Courtney and I will be in the Alps next week.
In this point in time, Ashley, it's only February 3rd. Yeah. Are you feeling prepared for our trip?
No, I'm actually feeling extremely overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to... Courtney and I have had a Pinterest board going. We've been discussing, like, the outfits, the vibes. I know what I need to get. Why is it so difficult to find it?
Yep.
I have been scouring the internet. One thing about me is I hate online shopping.
Yeah.
I hate it. I, one, want the instant gratification. So when I purchase something, I want it right now. Two, I'm always disappointed in what it looks like. And three, I got scammed. And this is 100% on me. As a tech girly, I should know this. And I did know it as soon as I clicked go. But I was so fed up with searching through so many websites that an Instagram ad popped up with a fur coat. So I'm trying to get a fur coat. And I think I'm going to go after we record this episode. So you will see it on the Instagram if I found it. An Instagram ad popped up. I clicked the site. They're having a sale. I'm like, perfect. $70 for a fur coat? Hello, alarm
red
should
flag,
be going
red
off.
flag.
But I was like, oh my God, it's just a sale. Let me do that. So handy dandy Apple Pay. I don't even have the time to think about it. I do a little double click, go, and boom, my order is all set. Immediately I go, what is this place? They don't have an Instagram.
Post-purchase.
When I search up, is this website real? Nothing's popping up. So I'm like, interesting. I scroll to the bottom of the website, established in 2024. I'm like, okay, it's January 2024.
Yeah.
It is fake. So it's fine. I paid on a credit card, so I just reported it.
Yeah.
And it was fine. They email me, hello, we see that your bank has placed a la 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 on the purchase. As you can tell, like the shipment's right here. They're using like a scam
tracking
method. And I'm like, the audacity you little hackers and scam artists have to email me and ask me to remove the
way that people seriously make a living off of shit like that.
But how is it so easy? So I obviously reported the ads on Instagram, and Instagram comes back and says, oh, we found nothing malicious. I'm like, who is reviewing these?
Yeah.
Because I have something to say to them.
Yeah, Meta kind of sucks.
Yeah.
On a separate note, I am trying to get a side client that I do some marketing consulting for, a verified like check mark on Instagram, just to help legitimize the brand a bit more.
Yep.
And did you know that you need to have, in order to get that check mark, your Instagram handle apparently needs to match the name on your ID, which doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. But like, we've been trying to do something for like a month and a half, trying to get the shit verified, and Meta doesn't have any support or anything. So if anything happens to your Instagram, or like if you're a business that's trying to verify that you're actually a business and try to put that added level of protection, it's like practically impossible, and no one can help you. Should we anti-Insta? No, I'm kidding.
Like, yes, but no.
No, that's how
we can't.
We're feeling that way about TikTok. 2024 is not for the TikTok.
Hate TikTok.
But I mean, love scrolling.
Guys, I've determined I am going to become a TikToker. Yeah, that's all.
Follow, it's Ashley Paul.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side of this shopping for the Alps.
Yes, back to the shopping.
Like, I'm not going to pay $500 for a coat just to wear. Or, like, I'm not going to pay $300 for a pair of boots.
No.
Like,
guys, can we talk about the winter boots? What is a girl to wear? And I know all of you are going to say moon boots. They're ugly. But they're all over my Pinterest board. And they are, like, they're ugly cute.
Catch Ashley and I wearing moon boots.
Like, I am probably going to order that. I ordered a pair of Sorels. They were actually, like, kind of cute online. I was like, okay, this is kind of the clean, like, simple, classy winter boot.
Yeah.
They came in so ugly. Absolutely not. Those immediately were sent back. And then my only other option is moon boots, I think.
Yeah. TBD what I'm doing. No, you have your Coach ones that are so cute. The girly tendency to just buy all new things for a trip is just so real and so not sustainable and so not affordable, and we need help.
We do need help. So if you have moon boots that you want to lend me and Courtney.
I'm a size 8.5.
I'm a size 8. I can squeeze into a 7.5. 7.5.
I don't know why I said that. 8.5. I don't fucking know what just came out of my mouth. But very blessed to be going, very excited.
So excited.
So excited. It's going to be the time of our lives. We're going to try to take some content. Because I feel like we've been building this trip up to all of you. You guys are probably like, when are they going on this trip? Can they just stop talking about it? Unfortunately, there's going to be a lot more conversation. So buckle in for the ride, because we're going to try to bring you along.
Depending on how the packing goes, these mics may be coming with us, which is really exciting.
Really exciting. So that covers the Alps. Yeah. What else do we have to catch up on? This drop day is February 15th, which means that yesterday was Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Galentine's Day. I hope you're giving yourself some extra love this week.
Courtney's dressed in red to celebrate the holiday.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's totally why I did that.
Yeah, of course.
I actually found this bad boy in my closet, and I was like, holy crap, I haven't worn this in a while, because this is the type of set, if you're not watching it, I'm wearing a 1987 red sweat set. The most comfortable thing I could ever put on my body. Genuinely feels like butter, but it's so heavy that I store it away for like any other season except for winter. So she's officially broken out, and I'm so happy about it. What are your Valentine's Day plans?
So Valentine's Day is kind of weird because it does fall on a Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So we're actually going to dinner on a Wednesday. We are going to Umbria in the North End.
Nice.
Which is, for those that don't know, it's on Hanover Street, and it's like Italian, but new. They're also kind of like a steakhouse, I think.
It's an Italian steakhouse.
Yeah. So it's super new, and we actually went so random last weekend after a dinner down the street. Such a vibe.
Yeah.
They had like red lights around.
Yeah.
The drinks they looked good.
Yeah.
We were dry.
We were drinking Shirley's.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it was giving lounge.
It was.
Nice.
But it was cool. I would recommend that area.
Even just, there was a birthday party, a joint like 30th birthday party for a huge group of friends.
Yeah.
Like, I think that would be a really cool location for like a bigger group dinner, because it has that music, it has that like ambiance. And then what's nice about the rooftop is that it has its own like separate bar and servers, so it genuinely feels like an entire different place than if you were just go to dinner downstairs.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing, not in the rooftop area, but just a regular dinner reservation.
That's fun. Matt and I are celebrating early because I'm going to Florida for a week during Valentine's Day week.
Mm-hmm.
So him and I are celebrating the weekend before. So Saturday before Super Bowl Sunday, we're going to Uni, which is a sushi restaurant in Back Bay. And I'm so excited because I've only really heard of it from you, because you and Joe went for one Valentine's Day or something. And then weirdly enough, so many Uber drivers have recommended this restaurant to me.
I feel like it's a hidden gem that I don't hear a lot about.
Yeah, it's been talked about enough to really stick in my brain and be like, holy moly, why have I not gone there yet?
Yeah.
Because it's within walking distance from Matt and I's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
So we're super excited. It's going to be like a little sexy vibe. Sushi, I think, is such a fun like date night. So I'm excited. I will review it afterwards for all of you.
I was telling Court, I mean, I haven't been there in like 2 years, but when I went, I'm so sure there was a drink menu and one of the drinks was called You Can Do Both, or like doing both or something like that. And we did look up the menu last night when she told me she was going there, and they no longer have it, but I'm pretty confident it was at Uni.
Damn. Well, that's Valentine's Day.
That's Valentine's Day.
And then what are your general thoughts on Valentine's Day?
I love it. I think it's fun. I think it's a beautiful day to celebrate love. Even if you're single, I think it's a great excuse to give some self-love.
Mm-hmm.
Take yourself to dinner, order takeout, get like a new PJ set. I was scrolling on TikTok. This girl posted, she had a cute little Skims heart Valentine's Day PJ set. Get yourself that. Treat yourself for Valentine's Day. Overall, I think the holiday is adorable and a beautiful excuse. My mom usually sends me like chocolate covered strawberries. Like, send those to your friends, get them for yourself. How fun, how adorable. I want to do a homemade card this year.
Cute.
And like make Joe a homemade
cute
Valentine's Day card.
Cute.
So I just think it's a beautiful day. What do you think of it?
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think it necessarily warrants gifts, but like a shared experience, I feel like, is my favorite way to celebrate.
I prefer no gifts. Joe and I was like, please, let's not do gifts.
Yeah.
But then we were shopping yesterday and I was like, Joe, that would be like a really cute gift for you to get me. So you can never win.
Yeah.
As a man. But I think flowers are a must and a really nice card.
Yeah, something that's thoughtful.
Now that we've done our catch up, that was a long catch up.
But apparently people want longer episodes from us, so we needed that.
Yeah, guys, can you let us know? I know we put a poll on, but let us know what you actually like. Do you like when we ramble and chat?
Yeah.
Or would you rather it be like concise and to the point?
Yeah. Do you like our tangents or do you get bored? And also, that poll was not very telling of what we should do next. So I'm going to pull up the results really quick just so...
It was like evenly split.
Yeah, just so you all know that we're really trying to incorporate what the people want, but sometimes it's hard.
It is.
So 21% of people said 20 to 30 minutes. So that was probably the least preferred. 43% of people said 31 to 45. So that's a good sweet spot. And then 30% said 46 minutes to an hour, and 6% said no preference. So, like, that's all relatively close.
Yeah.
We'll aim for 31 to 45 minutes moving forward.
Yeah. All to say, shall we hop into the meat and potatoes of this episode?
Let's get in to the meat and potatoes.
So we thought this would be a really fun episode because we're about halfway through February by the time this comes out, and right now Court and I are kind of reflecting. We love a new month, fresh start, and 2024 is our year, and we've been telling you guys that, and it still is our year, and it will continue to be that. But as for our goals episode and a lot of what we tell you, pretty ambitious. And we're only human, and we can't do everything.
No.
There's a lot of goals and resolutions that we might not be accomplishing right now. Mm-mm. And we thought we could use this episode to be fully transparent and kind of just giggle and laugh at the human experience of setting out to accomplish a lot and maybe not accomplishing everything.
Yeah. Falling short a little bit.
Yes.
Or setting out these intentions and then simply deciding that, you know what, screw that.
Yeah.
Not interested.
Yes.
And I don't know. I feel like we always talk about productivity and whatnot, but then we don't always give a check-in on like how we're doing. And I think we do put out a lot of ambitious goals. We're ambitious women out here.
We are.
So we're about to be really real with you and share all the things that we're leaving behind in January. First up, guys, remember when I said I wanted to wake up at 5 a.m. every day? Bringing back the 5 a.m. wake-ups. Your girl's first and only time in January that I was able to do that was approximately January 26th. And I will give myself that January didn't start off hot. Ashley started her January on January 8th, as we've talked about before. I ended up having to start my January on like January 15th because I was sick the week of January 8th. So January was a little wonky. And I'm bringing this up to share, that's a freaking hard goal. Yeah. And like you need to prioritize like how you're feeling and making sure you're getting enough sleep over the fact of waking up at a certain time and listen to your body. And also 5 a.m. is something that I realized I need to work towards. You can't just all of a sudden say, I'm going to do this and wake up the next morning. Maybe you can do it for one morning, but then it's not going to feel good the following morning when you try to do it or the following morning after that. So in February, we're still going to be working on that goal.
Of course.
But we're going to be a bit more realistic about it. We're going to maybe start waking up every morning at 6:15 for a week. Then once we accomplish that, we'll move it back to 6. Yeah. Then we'll move back to 5:45.
Slow and steady.
Slow and steady truly wins the race sometimes.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, actually.
As long as like you're just taking one step to move that, what do they say? Move the needle.
Yep.
To move the needle. We don't have to just change our entire life tomorrow. No. And that's okay. On a similar sentiment, I wanted to wake up at 6 a.m. every day. 5, it's a little too early for me, and I don't think I need it right now. So I was like, okay, 6 a.m. I just recently did a habit tracker in Notion. If you guys want the template, LMK, and I'll send it over. But I created a little habit tracker, and the first thing on my habit tracker is a 6 a.m. wake up. Guess how many times I've checked that off? 0. We've been doing it for 1 week, and we have not. My hatch is set for 6 a.m. every single morning. It goes off with the flutes or something like that, and I snooze it without fail every single time. Mm-hmm. And I'm struggling with it because I'm no longer going to a workout class, and instead I'm running. And running takes at most an hour. Yeah. So there's just no reason I need to wake up at 6 when I can actually wake up at 6:30 or 7. Yep. Or even worse, when it's one of my off days and I don't have to run. Yep. Why? Why wake up? What's my motivation? Yeah. And so that's a really challenging thing. Because when I have a workout class, I'm giddy. Yep. I'm like up and at 'em, smile on my face, ready to go. But if there's no reason for me to be up that early, my body says, F you, I'm going back to sleep. Yeah. That is a great point. Yeah. I actually saw something on Instagram the other day that I couldn't relate to more. It was, I'm either waking up at 5 a.m. and living a whole day before 9 a.m., or I'm literally rolling out of bed at 8:59 before my 9 a.m. meeting. There's simply no in between. And I would love for there to be an in between. Yep. I want to, and I think this kind of goes to something that you and I are both working on in establishing a great morning and nighttime routine. Yep. I think if I can look forward to a morning routine, it gives me motivation to get up. Yeah. When it's something I enjoy and I get value from and I feel really good after it, it'll be like, wait, of course I want to get up at 6 or whatever time you specify. Yeah. Because I'm craving that morning routine I've created for myself. Totally. I haven't done a good job of that either, which is also one of my goals for the year. But you know what? That morning, that singular morning that I woke up at 5 a.m.,
I had the most amazing day, and I had the most amazing, I'm trying to think of exactly what I did. I woke up, I chugged water, I drank my greens, brushed my teeth, sat on the couch, and just planned my day. I think I finished some You Can Do Both stuff, so I didn't have to worry about it in the middle of my work day. Yeah. And then I just wrote my to-do list for the day so that I didn't need to do it at 9 a.m. And then that sets me back 30 to 45 minutes during my day. And it just brings a level of peace that I think that's something I could crave if I do it enough and I really feel like a drastic difference between the days that I do that and the days that I don't. But yeah, I need to set more of a morning routine, something that's a bit more exciting. And it's hard because coffee is something that typically is exciting enough for me to like want to wake up early and spring myself out of bed. Yeah. But I'm trying to be better with my caffeine intake first thing in the morning. So it's like I can't do that. And like, guys, my greens aren't that exciting. So I gotta find something else, you know?
That's so valid.
Yeah.
Currently my morning routine is like, take your Arma colostrum and 2 Brazil nuts. I'm saying no thanks. I'd prefer to stay in bed.
I'm actually dead.
Yeah, it's rough. TBT to the, I think it was the summertime.
What?
I texted Courtney and I was like, okay, I just saw this TikTok trend, the morning 5. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I do.
So I picked like 5 things. One of my 5 that I wanted to do every single morning was to sit on my fucking balcony and look at the sun. Because
that's good for you.
Andrew Huberman says it's good for you. Do you know how many times I stepped on the balcony at 6 a.m. in the morning and looked at the sun? 0. We really need to think about, and if I ever say something like that to you again, can you please say, Ashley, you are not going to do that. Let's not write that down.
But I feel like you have so much passion and
I
so
do,
much
but
excitement.
like I'm setting myself up for failure.
I know.
I did not do that morning 5 once.
That's fucking hysterical because we're out here preaching.
We are.
Are we fake?
Always out here
Are
preaching.
we fake? No, guys. We have the best intentions.
We do. And it's so fun to find, like, new habits and new health hacks. Like, I want to try them all. Yeah. That's, like, a passion of ours. And it's fine to try and fail. But, yeah. What else have we failed on this year?
Well...
Let's continue. This is like kind of a negative episode, but it's also just like we're accepting.
It's real. It's so real. Guys, my goal was to just be better with budgeting. Guys, I've had the most expensive month I've ever had. Like, should I tell them?
Yeah.
Guys, I've spent $9,000 in the month of January.
I can confidently say I've never spent that much in a month.
I think
crazy.
I think the closest I've ever gotten there was like $5,000 or $6,000, like over the holidays or something.
Yeah.
I have valid reasons. You know, we're booking trips, we're going skiing, I'm buying all the ski equipment. I founded an LLC. I had to buy a new computer. Like, they're long-term investments.
And they're things that like you kind of had.
Like, I had no option. Like, I literally had no option. So we're taking
You have to go to the Alps.
Guys, Ashley just held up a finger gun to me. It said, oh my God. Well, yeah, of course. If we're living out our best life in 2024, I have to go to the
You do have to. And then also, you know, by the time it gets there, then the trip is free and it's girl mathing and like you save that money.
Yeah.
So it does kind of balance out.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah. We can always, I think the point of this is like, okay, we take an L 1 month, but we can bounce back. And I already set up my budget for February, and I'm not buying anything foolish except for probably another fur coat and probably another snow boot. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. But seriously, I just think it's fucking comical that like you can have the best intentions, and then all of a sudden, life hits, and you have no choice, and we're gonna eat it, and then we're gonna come back, and we're gonna thrive, and we'll get ourselves back on track.
Yeah, we will. I was also planning to budget. I was doing actually incredible. My credit card was so low up until the last week of the month. And I took one toe. My toe hit Newberry Street. and it was over. I have this thing where I'm actually really good at budgeting. I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last week of the month, if I am exposed to anything or like I've been looking at buying something, I'm like, oh, I've been so good this month.
Oh
like
my God.
I can totally get that. No.
I know.
Unacceptable. So, I mean, it was still fine. It was like my average credit card bill. So it's fine. I didn't go like anything crazy, but like I was doing so well. And then I just said, nope.
Well, I also always do that.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, I'm going home for a week in February, which
Yep.
means that my groceries are going to be paid for. I'm not going to have like little temptations because I'm living at home when I go out to eat with my
Yeah.
family. My family's going to pay for my meals. So what do? I'm like, oh, what should I buy? Because I have this extra money at the end of the month.
But I'm going to be
How
really
do we
good
stop
this month.
that? How do I help myself?
So, no, we're going to be great in February because we are saving up for our Alps trip. So
Yeah.
that's like so much motivation. But we like went shopping last night. Guys,
But
want to know what I bought?
I didn't buy anything last night, though.
Yeah, you were really good. I got a dress for summertime.
But we walk in and all of us, Joe included, we vocalize what we're here for, the only prize that our eyes are going to be on, and that was accessories. So fur hats, mittens,
For the Alps.
fur coats, snow boots. What did Ashley walk out with?
A summer dress.
A $300 summer dress.
Yeah. That was not, it was February 2nd.
Except I am a very good voice of reason when it comes to shopping.
You are.
Like I can reel you in. But when you put that dress on, I said, lady, you have to get that.
Yeah, I'm actually so happy you were there because I did try on this leather coat. And I'm not going to lie, I probably would have bought it if you weren't there. And that would have been such a stupid, ignorant purchase.
Yeah.
So, it was good. Courtney's a great person to go shopping with. Myself, on the other hand, I'm an enabler. I will tell you to buy everything.
Yep.
If it's even remotely cute.
Yep.
I'm like, yeah, for sure. You need that. Which is something I should work on.
Yeah. Although I actually would like to go shopping with you again that's not focused on what we were looking on last
Yes.
night. Because I think you can help me look outside the box more.
Yeah, definitely. I have been feeling really good about my fashion recently because you, McKenna, and Dana have all said separately to me, like, oh my God, I'd really love to go shopping with you.
Really?
Like, I just think you have, some
You have
sort
a
of
unique-
compliment. I do. My style is unique. And definitely not for everyone, some of my pieces, but I think that's what makes it me.
Yeah.
But I like it.
But even when you put on the weirdest stuff, it looks good on you because you're so confident in it. You're
Yeah.
not like, oh my God, should I not be wearing this right
Right.
now? Like you just exude like, look at these parachute pants that are 3 times my size that literally I would see in a store and I'd be like, literally never for me, but
Yeah.
you own it and that's why it looks so good on you.
I would agree with
It's
that.
a
And thank you.
great trait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
What's the next thing on your list?
Okay, so this one's funny. If any of you watched the first YouTube vlog, you will literally see me attempting to meditate. So one of my goals for the year was to try to create more of a separation between work and like my home life. So my solution to that was after a day in the office, I come home and I do a 5-minute meditation. I've been wanting to get into some sort of mindfulness practice, maybe meditation. It's never really been for me, but I just think it is nice and there's so many benefits to it. So I was like, okay, let me try this. The time that you saw it in the vlog was the only time I did a 5-minute meditation. Actually, wait, that's not true. I did it twice. I did it that day and I did it the next day. You can see it in the vlog. I'm like, not for me. And I think this is going to be a goal. I'm leaving it in January.
And I think that's okay. Like we were even kind of touched on this earlier. Like some things are not for everybody, even if they are wellness practices that you aspire to have.
Yeah.
Everyone has to do them, you know?
Yeah, and also this is kind of a good way to think about it. My reasoning for the goal was to like create a separation between work and home, and to be completely transparent, I feel like I have a really good separation right now. I have not found myself coming home and marinating in work drama or things that have been stressing me out. I've felt pretty good about when I'm in the office, I leave it at the office, and then when I get home, I'm ready to enjoy my life outside of work.
Yeah.
So it's almost not needed.
Yeah. And then when it is needed, there's probably something else you can do outside of meditation to
Yeah.
separate that.
Exactly.
So I found a new hobby of mine. I've only done it twice so far.
Do I know this hobby?
I said it yesterday. Taking bubble baths.
Oh, I don't know if I classify this as a hobby.
Really? Why not?
I don't know, but love this for you.
Yeah. No, it's a hobby. And I think this is something I'm going to start to do. Not every single day, but it did put an end to my workday. Like at 5 p.m., I'm like, what can I do that gets me away from my work computer? That's not cooking. That's not like a chore around the house. And so I took a bubble bath and I ordered one of those planks, for lack of a better term, on Amazon so that I could put a little drink on the thing.
Cute.
I ended up I was still using technology, which I could probably swap this out for a book at some point, but I had my iPad and I really wanted to create my mood board for the month of January. And I was probably in my little bubble bath for an hour, just so zen, and loved it. So I'm going to try to do that at least once a week. Yeah.
Look at these new goals coming up. These new resolutions.
Exactly.
Sometimes you got to swap some old ones out with the new.
Exactly. And next on my list, which is going to come as a surprise to most of you, because I only said it in that random first vlog that you made.
Yeah.
Your girlie broke dry January, like January 4th. However, I went into the weekend. It was the weekend that I went skiing for the first time with Matt's whole family. And never have we ever gone on a family trip together with his siblings and their kids and their spouses. And so I was like, what am I going to be? Like the party pooper? Like one of them just had a baby. She can finally drink again. His sister is always down for a good time and is always egging everyone on. So I went into the weekend like, shit, how am I going to do this? And so I texted Court and Bree, his sister-in-law and sister, in a group text saying, girlies, I just started dry January. I can do it if you don't bully me. And Bree was like, well, I'm going to bully you. And I was like, okay. So then I ended up having a glass of wine. And then I didn't even finish the glass. And I was like, oh, that was kind of silly. And then when I came back, I really debated, like, should I tell Ashley? Should I not?
And she didn't really tell me.
No.
If this was me, I would have texted immediately because I can't keep secrets. But Courtney does keep some secrets, everyone. Noted. Noted in my little notepad.
In your thought pad?
Mental note.
Pocket thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I ended up telling Ashley very nonchalantly. I asked her to come outside because I had a gift to drop off to her literally the day that I got back or the day after. And she jumps in the car quick so we can do a little exchange. And I was like,
I think you panicked and you're like, I have to tell her.
Yeah, I was like, I have to tell her. I was like, I broke dry January. And like, I said it so underneath my breath.
And then immediately I was like, wait, no, you didn't. What? What are you talking about? And you're like, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
And I was like,
no, but it's fine. And then I tried to like completely digress.
Yeah. And then you completely brush over what she just said. And I'm like, no, back it up.
You're like, tell me the details. I was like, really, it's no big deal. We're back on it. And guys, I literally repressed that happened.
Yeah.
Because I kept on telling Matt, like, I'm so proud of myself. And he's like, Courtney literally drank January 4th. Like, you can't say that you're... And I'm like, no, but that really didn't happen. Like, I just pretended like it didn't happen. And then January 28th came around. I didn't tell you this yet. I had some bubbles after Pilates.
No, she didn't tell me this either.
So at this ski weekend first, right, on January 4th or whatever, I am
at the... sister thing?
Yeah.
You're a liar. Courtney's literally lying to me. She's like, oh, and like, I just don't like it because, you know, I literally go to this birthday party and like, I have to be the one to say no to like the champagne. Like, ugh.
I said it in last episode too.
Yeah.
But no, so on January 4th,
I love you.
Brie is sharing like her birthday extravaganza. She's like,
course.
I'm turning 30. I want to do a bar and bubbles class. It's going to be so wholesome. And I was like, but I'm doing dry January. This was before I broke it. And she's like, whether you drink tonight or you not, you're drinking on my 28th or on January 28th because that's my 30th birthday party and it's so close to the end of the month, you have to drink. I was like, and this girl is scary. She's so convincing. So I'm like, okay. So in my mind the whole time I was like, I'll probably end it a couple days early. And then as as dry January developed, as I shared in the last episode, I became anti-dry January. So it gave me even more of an excuse to drink at the bar and bubbles class.
Of course.
I had one sip of champagne. I didn't even finish a glass. So yeah, technically I mean, I thrived dry January, but I didn't do it completely. And that's okay.
Right. And the point of us sharing all of these is like, it's fine. Like, do exactly what Courtney did. Like, just because it's kind of like the 75 hard. They say if you mess up one day, you have to start from the beginning.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
This is not in our book. Life happens. You should be able to have fun and do your thing while still working on your goals. Like, you still said no to multiple weekends of, like, binge drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of the goal for the dry month.
Exactly.
So how fun.
Yeah.
But I think that's hilarious.
I know.
I love it.
Because I've been a little sneaky.
You are. Courtney's been really sneaky lately.
Yeah, but I can be sneaky and then I'll tell everybody my whole life a second later.
Of course.
Yeah. But that's a fun one, I guess.
That is a fun one.
And I think that's a perfect one to end this episode on.
Yeah.
But Ashley, what are we trying to give as a final takeaway?
So I think what we're trying to say is just because in January you didn't stay on track with all of your goals for 2024, it's never too late to pick them back up or start new ones today. No matter what the month, no matter what the day, start it today.
Totally.
Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
No, I think we should just continually say, my January starts next week. Or
Honestly, love that.
No, and honestly, that's why.
December.
Right? So January starts tomorrow, January 1.
Yeah.
No, but I think we've talked about this too, and we've literally titled our episode Anti-Resolutions. Like, we can be super ambitious, and sometimes it seems really daunting. So if your opinions on your goals change and things don't align, pivot to that. And also, you don't need to be so hard on yourself. As long as you're taking a step in the right direction, you don't need to complete this productivity goal of yours tomorrow. Like, you have to work towards making it a sustainable lifestyle for you.
Exactly.
So yeah, cheers to a new month. Cheers to new goals that feel aligned and only doing things that make you happy.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Cheers to our January starting next week.
Yeah.
And our year, 2024, is still our year.
And with that, if you loved today's episode, please like, follow, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Subscribe.
And share this episode with a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Stay tuned on Instagram for more Alps content.
Alps trip loading.
Hey.
So excited.
See ya. Love you. Have a good week.